What is up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, doing another VOD review coaching session. This one, they said, for this game I intended to play through with some kind of Shiv item holder to fast 8 Deja, but struggled to hit a strong board and lost out on both Econ and HP. So, we'll see how this early game goes. Sounds like it was an early game issue, but you never know. It can always, be late game when you think it's early game, or early game when you think it's late game. TFT is a very complicated game. Alright. Yeah, I think it's quite reasonable to hold the Centipair here. Though I don't love Centipair in general. We check what, okay, they just checked Mirage. It's always too fast for me. And the 2x speed, but let's see what Mirage is. Hack speed, okay. That is, I mean, it's a good one. Could definitely be a Deja game from here, as they said. Okay. I mean, you should definitely pick up both orbs, but I understand that you have a limited amount of time, but ideally you pick up both orbs before you sell the Silas. But I don't really hate selling the Silas here from this opener. Twitch pair, Nasus. We really would just want to hold as many pairs as possible here. The Nasus is a good unit to hold. Potentially have some kind of like Jade opener as well. You could think about holding this, but not really anything that I'd hold it over, right? You want the set. Yeah, seems reasonable. Hold all these units. This looks good. I definitely, yeah, the Shiv Slam seems reasonable. There's also Better Together. We have a Giant Spelt and a Tier. Could be a really good Graves angle. I don't even hate that, honestly, if you go for that. I think it's reasonable to take Exiles as well here and just play for strong board. I don't really like Cav Crest start. I actually haven't looked at the data on it, so I could be wrong here. Let's look up Cavalier Crest. It says it's a 4.5 average when taken first, so not the worst. But like Better Together is a 4.15. Exile is a 4.44. Yeah, like I said, like I thought, like I feel like the Better Together angle is just the strongest here. We don't have anything against Slam, but these two both become very good items. So I think it like actually has to be Better Together here. It's like too broken of an augment. So yeah, I think that if we want to talk about like early game issues, I think it probably starts here. It's a reasonable level for the Twitch here. I think Static Shift Slam is fine. What would you sell to level for Twitch here? I want to hold the Nasus pair for sure. I don't really care about Set and Karma that much. Set could come in later though. Yeah, I think it's quite reasonable level for Twitch here. I feel like this patch, oh, interesting. We're level for Braum. I don't think you need to level for Braum here. I think Twitch is actually stronger. One, guild buff, good. Two, we, in the early game, you tend to want to balance your frontline and backline. Two backliners, two frontliners. It's not every single time. If you had like a 2-star Senna, it's a bit more acceptable to over-index in a frontline. But what might happen here is if there's like an assassin, if Senna dies, or if just there's some issue with Senna not being able to kill a unit, we won't win the fight. So I'd much rather play the Twitch here. And you can't even, like, you can't hold the Braum pair, right? It's not possible. I like the idea of looking to slam Giant Spelt here if it makes a difference. You actually also don't need to slam Static Shiv until it makes a difference. Hold Malphite. It's a small thing, but could make a diff. Oh, Kaisa Zac? You see, wait, like, that's actually kind of the problem is you don't really want to play into it. Like, and I don't want to do this too much because I've had people say, like, I don't want to, like, revisionist history, like, look back at our previous decisions, but what a good angle this would be to play Better Together into Graves here. If we held the Malphite, we have Kaisa Zac here, and we had Better Together. Like, our spot would be insane, but I feel like by skipping out on that just like Giga Broken Augment, our spot is not as good. Is it right here to sell the Twitch pair? It's our next level, probably. I don't completely hate it. Would I sell Twitch here? Probably not, actually. Because of the Cavalier Crest. I guess, like, you don't necessarily have to play Twitch late game. But, like, here comes the issue. Wait, okay, I mean, this is obviously a mistake, right? We sold Twitch pair, but then, like, because we lost, our spot's so awkward, like, we don't want to sell either of these two. So, yeah, you would never sell Twitch pair there. Because you can't make 10 gold. Unless you sell one of these, but then you've overcommitted really hard. I think you can wait, see the fight, and if you win, then sell the Twitch pair, if that's kind of reasonable. Yeah. Zippy? Zippy's a fun unit. Not really sure how we're going to fit them in. I mean, Is it ever just sell, play Zippy? I think the Zippy unit's not too bad. And then we could have had Twitch in and we would have had 5 Guild in. And then we could have Ezreal in as well. The board could be like 10 times better here, I think. So I think, yeah, I think selling the Twitch was, I mean, it's clearly a mistake, right? Because you sold the units for no benefit, right? I think it's reasonable to sell the 2 Guardians here and play Zippy, but it's also like, I guess you kind of have to think about like what comp are you gonna play this game? It's just like Cavalier Crest is really not inspiring anymore for me. When like Cavalier Deja was the strongest version of Deja, I think it was quite good, but like I really prefer Guild Deja now. I don't even like Cavalier Crest. I'd always sell Zippy here and make gold. You need to make 10 here. Like you need to make 10. Yeah. Okay. So this is where we're gonna end up poor late game because we're not making enough gold. We have the Giant Spell open. Warmog seems quite reasonable. Yeah, I like that a lot. But yeah, in these early stages, I think you need to aggressively make gold in most scenarios, unless you need to hold on to a unit because you're playing it like the next round. But in this situation, like I don't know if we're even playing Zippy on level up. Like who would you cut for Zippy? Rom? Not terrible. But then like what's this Leona really doing here? Like not really anything. So yeah, I think our board could have easily not played Zippy. I like the Ezreal. I mean, the Twitch would have been so nice. But I mean, he's a much better static Shiv holder. So I think that's quite reasonable. 3 loss here. Okay, we definitely want to lose the next fight if possible. We should scatter our opponents here and make sure we lose. I like this a lot. I love this. I think this is really well played. I mean, yeah, you have to. You have to lose this fight. I mean, I guess you don't have to. Your game is gonna be worse if you don't lose this fight. So I really approve of this play. We even kill one. It's only a 3-unit loss. We fought a level 4 player. That's so good for us. But yeah, we should have a bit more econ here, right? We could have sold the Zippy earlier, made an extra gold. Potentially even made 30 here, actually. I know we'd be a little bit off, but maybe we could have sold like Leona or something. But okay. It's not the worst spot. Yeah, it sounds like, I mean, from what you said, it looks like you're angling for like a Cavalier Deja angle, which, I mean, this seems fine. 84 HP, 30 gold's not the worst. The Rod is good as well. If we can find Ezreal too, it'll be in a great spot. Don't want to slam Morellos here. I don't care for any of these units in shop. Okay, I mean, we hit Ezreal too. Okay, how does this game go super poorly? I'm interested. Also, don't know what server this is. I went to go look up your little chest, but I actually don't know what server this is. I can do a little bit more looking while we're doing a fight. So I just looked up NA. Not everyone's from NA. Be EU. Okay, EU. This is like Diamond Elo, D3. Okay. So yeah, I mean, with an Ezreal too, I'd be shocked if you took too much damage from playing your strongest board throughout the rest of the game. Maybe we make some more mistakes in that regard, but like Ezreal 2 can stabilize you definitely through stage 3. Did we end up selling there? Who was that? This was a Braum. That's reasonable. Yeah, I think that's fine. There's actually a lot of stuff we can play here. So I think it's not too bad to sell that. Build Heart. Gain a Twitch. Sedge 2. Level for Twitch. Our board looks nuts. I mean, not like that broken, but this is like a really good spot. Yeah, I do think it's a little bit sad to have the Cavalier emblem here. Just because I don't think it's that good in the guild version. We could have also spread items to have a chance of getting cybernetic. If you don't know, the only way you can get a cybernetic augment is from having 3 items spread out onto your unit, or having 3 units that have an item on them. But I don't think that's actually that useful here. If we were playing the Seraphine angle, definitely. Dude, we got zipped. We should still win though, right? Yeah, beat him through the zip. Hold the Graves here. I would honestly hold Graves, Jax, Nasus. It's pretty unlikely that we play them, but it can't hurt, right? It's a Tempest. It's actually a very strong unit. I don't know that it's better than anything. I mean, it's actually definitely better than Leona now that I look at this. We should have just played Graves, and we could have actually checked Shimmer here if we had held those units. So I think you need to just get more comfortable holding units, like in situations like that where it's literally free. But yeah, this Leona's not really doing anything. So why not play Graves and then Cavalier the Zippy? And then our next level can just be some kind of frontliner. Because we'd like that. We'd really like a Hecarim or even a Lilia or a Rel or something. Okay. I mean, 74 HP here, 44 gold is not that bad of a spot. We could have had a stronger board, but it's not too bad. It's attack speed. We have static shiv already. Archangels would be really nice. We take bow Hecarim. I don't feel a need to build Gwynsu here if that's what you're looking for. I'd really like actual damage on Deja. I guess Gwynsu also flexes into Xayah, which is something to think about. I wouldn't level here. You're not rich enough and you don't have a streak, and you don't have anything to put in. I guess that's the biggest thing. But it could be reasonable to level here. I also don't know why we don't have Ezreal cornered, why he's one out from the left. Did we see like a Blitzcrank hook or something like that? Like, yeah, I'm not sure why he's here. Okay, rough fight. So, I mean, this to me looks like it's just a roll at 7 game. And I think you said, shift item holder into fast state. Yeah, I mean, our early game didn't go that well. I think partially just because Cavalier Crest is just not broken enough. Did you ever play Xiaoyu from this spot? Probably not. Get Rel. We should hold on to the Rel. Yeah, Xiaoyu from this spot unplayable, honestly. Also, our positioning's been a little bit whack in some of these fights, right? Our Ezreal is often on the wrong side, which results in him not getting as much attack speed as he should. Like, this is good. And I'm not to say that, you know, we're guaranteed to win this fight, but because they have a pretty strong board. But, like, Ezreal does infinitely more work from this spot. We also, I'm not the most, what do we do in the fight? Nice. I'm not the most excited about our items here for Deja with attack speed Mirage. If it was like the AP Mirage, I would like this a lot more. Spell Sword, like this would, if I had this with Spell Sword, I'd be happy. But I mean, we're gonna get like infinite attack speed and start static shift shocking the whole enemy team. It's not the worst, I guess. All right, yeah, we don't need like any of these. I mean, we're actually kind of like not that unrich, but yeah, I think it's quite reasonable to roll here. Yeah, you can roll below 40 here. I think you really need to hit like a Deja. I mean, it's fine to build those guys 2-starred though. I don't know why you're hesitant to 2-star Grail and stuff like that, because I mean we have Cavalier Emblem. It's quite possible that we play them here. This guy has an okay board. I mean, it's actually like BIS. Obviously the Goldmancer maybe not, but he has so much gold. Wow, their spot's insane, huh? Recruit, I feel like is the I don't really like Cavalier Unity. I guess I can pull up the stats on it as well. But every time I take this Augment, I feel like it doesn't do anything for me. Especially here, we have +1 Cavalier already. High Roller? I think that's a mistake. What are we even high rolling here? You're looking up loaded dice odds for Deja, maybe? Like, I really think High Roller is only really effective when you use it to 3-star unit, and we're not going to 3-star unit this game. Also, we need this. Like, if we had taken New Recruit here, we could get a Hecarim in, or the Jace. I mean, we could cut this and play Hecarim or Jace. Like, our board could look really strong. Like, we would no doubt be winning one of these fights. But now our spot's actually, like, kind of rough, right? We have no value on High Roller here. It also, like, High Roller is better when you're ahead, because it's easier to hit stuff 3-star, but when we're behind, you'd really like an Augment that stabilizes your board, right? Wait, did we not hold that Hecarim from earlier? Looks like we didn't, right? I mean, that's surely a mistake. Yeah, we didn't? There's a Hecarim in our shop. Not crazy. I said, oh, we could play this Hecarim. It'd be awesome. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, there's a Hecarim. We just didn't buy it, right? That's weird. Okay, I mean, yeah, we should definitely hold the Hecarim. Hecarim 2 would be amazing. Yeah, so like we took what, in my opinion, is not that strong of an Augment, and then we haven't really even played around it that much, which I think is a mistake. I don't know what I did there. Okay. We have the Nunu. I mean, the thing is, like, Deja... Okay, and because we took loaded dice, let's look at a loaded dice calculator. We should probably pause the video. If you aren't using this, you absolutely should. Because it can tell you what you want to put your dice on. So like Nunu, we can use Nunu to find Deja. It's only a 7.5% odds. It's really not very good at level 7, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah. Oh, we hit Nunu and Deja here. Okay, that was actually really good rolls for us. It looks like we hit them a little bit too late to actually get them in, but I mean, we can get them in next round. Oh, we used the dice. We use the dice on Nunu probably to hit Nunu and Deja. Okay, it's not bad. And we're just gonna look for like Nunu 3 plus Deja here. Giant Slayer I think is perfect. I'm pretty happy with that. I'd love some AP. Really don't like that we have this like static Shiv. Okay, we actually pivoted our board to something nice, right? We got rid of the Leona, which I think is perfect. We put this on Jace, which I like a lot, though it can also go on Zippy. Here's well, I don't know if I can actually find a 6 skill, 8 Mirage. Like, I wanted to find a Cavalier version of Mirage on Meta TFT and look at the stats of this Augment there. But I don't actually think they have a version there. Oh, so quick to sell the Jace. It's also generally better to roll first and then use the die. We have so much gold. I don't really like using the die with this much gold. And it's not like we're even close to hitting, right? If you had 3 Nunus, then maybe you could think about it. But I would definitely think about rolling more here. I mean, here's the issue, though. We took loaded dice to hit a Nunu 3, but... see, like, we haven't hit yet. Okay, now we hit, so that's nice, at least. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. The other option is level up for Zippy. Over the Jace. Oh my god, it can't auto-put anything in. That's rough. I think that's pretty good. You could even cut the Hecarim, but that seems incorrect. I like Zippy here over Jace. But it's not even that much stronger. But I mean, we definitely want to get use out of our Cavalier emblem. But yeah, I think we really kind of botched this, because we don't have Deja 2 now. I think it was much more reasonable to roll at 7 here. We're very low. I think this is a game where you just have to play for top 4 because you're so low because of how poorly the early game went. So from this spot, you have to play for top 4, roll at 7 aggressively, try to find a second Deja, and then you can think about using your loaded die. But you want to roll first and then use the dice. What did we end up taking? Okay, because, yeah, this is quite important. I mean, this is garbage, this is garbage, this is garbage. I mean, yeah, you need Nunu items. I actually, this is totally reasonable. I like this, actually. And we also had, like, no gold left, so... This is BT, and then Sunfire Cape, I like. We can't even hit Deja 2 here, so I don't see the reason to roll. Oh, we're rolling for Rel? That's fine, I guess. I probably would have econed up here. Okay, I definitely wouldn't roll here. Because, yeah, I mean, by doing this, you're making it impossible for yourself to hit Deja. You still Twitch? I don't think that's correct. I think the Twitch is actually really nice here to get your attack speed started up. I know it's, you know, like we have attack speed Mirage. I don't completely hate it, but I think playing Twitch is pretty nice here. And what does the 6th Cavalier really do for you? I know it's like prismatic and shiny, but like is the increase that much actually? Cavalier TFT. It's not gonna have updated stats though. I wish I could just check it in game. I feel like a lot of the stats websites aren't. It's from plus. No, like I'm looking at an old one. So it actually, like, how much is 5 to 6 Cavalier? You just checked guild, didn't you? Not Cavalier, Madge. But yeah, my sneaking suspicion is that it's not that big an increase. I'm sure it's like a proportionally bigger increase than the other ones, but like we have so much frontline here, I don't think this is what we need. It is on a Nunu 3 though, so it's not like that offensive a decision. I'm actually like thinking about it more. I'm like kind of growing to like it. I don't hate it actually. It's like Nunu kind of is our carry here, so it's not the worst. I kind of like it, and it is attack speed Mirage, so we don't actually need the attack speed from Twitch that much. But I mean, the attack speed from Twitch is valuable on Nunu as well. Awesome. We fought someone who FF'd, Pog. I mean, let's see if we can get to Deja this game. Yeah, my other things I just wouldn't have rolled in those circumstances. I thought our board was good enough. We could have econed up. Like rolling here, I think made our board maybe marginally stronger, if not weaker from like the Twitch swap. But like probably stronger. Protector's Vow here. I mean, these are pretty bad options. I mean, we're kind of fully itemized. I think Bramble for Jace is pretty reasonable. What I would do here is just scout the lobby and see how valuable Bramble is. What Protector's Vow is not terrible, but I mean, you already get so many resists. You kind of want an item that actually does something. We took it for the Deja. Okay, I'm dumb. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, so the Jays keep rolling. Yasuo over Lilia here. It's not stronger, I don't think. You can maybe try to get to 6 Mirage, but then you have to play like a bad unit. I don't think you play Yasuo, especially not itemless Yasuo 1. I don't think that unit is that much of a unit. Yeah, I think we made our board weaker here. Okay, yeah, obviously taking the Protector's Vow Deja is good. Are we contested? Oh, nice hit, not bad. But yeah, it's really good on Hecarim. I completely agree with that for the mana. Like, okay, this is more reasonable. Yeah, there's no way we're cutting a Jace 2 for this Leona, but I'm pretty sure our board's weaker here with the 6 Mirage 4 Cav than it would have been if we just played our previous board with 6 Cav 4 Mirage. It's not the worst swap in the world, but yeah, I don't like it too much. You go 4th? It's not a bad 4th. I mean, you know, 4ths, we would take those. I think it really came down to early game and a bit how we capped out our board late game. I mean, one, I just don't really like this Augment. I don't really like the high roller here. I don't think it did. I mean, hitting Nunu 3 was all right, but I don't think hitting Nunu 3 is much better than what we could have done if we had just not had this and we could have played for New Recruit, because like this comp can fit so many units, right? You want to fit all of the guild units, you want to fit Mirages. Even in this version, we're playing guild plus Cavalier, so we want to fit like the Cavs as well. So I think I'm not happy with that Augment choice or the Cavalier Heart. I think you could have just taken your free win, honestly. Well, maybe not free win, but like free top 4 and like maybe top 2 with just better together play Grave Seraphine. I think the comp is too broken when you have that Augment. I mean, let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats for fun. We should go to the Seraphine Graves comp. I mean, this isn't real. 4.71. But like, if you have better together, 4.46. It's not that good. It's not that great. But I mean, I don't actually think this is the true win rate, honestly, of this comp. Like, yeah, the new patch just came out. So it's still, yeah, it's only 40,000 samples. Like, let's look at last patch because they didn't even change this comp at all, just for fun. 4.36. I mean, it's still not that insane, but it's better than what we would have had, I would say. And I mean, there's other comps that you can play with it. I mean, the biggest the biggest thing that really pulls you to it is 4.15. I mean, this is this patch, but even if we oh no, this is 2B better together. 4.18. So insane when taken first. Worse when taken last, actually. But yeah, I think the Augment is too good. And yeah, like it just there, you could even flex into like an Aphelios angle, though the tier's not that great then. But yeah, I think you just sort of need to play for broken comps with broken augments, and I think this could have allowed you to do that. Like I said, I think you need to get more comfortable, one, with holding units in situations where it's like free to hold units. Like I was talking about, like holding that Malphite right here would have opened up the opportunity to play Lagoon next round, which we're probably not playing in this case because we have the Cavalier spot, but in a lot of other cases it could be very good. I'm also, yeah, sort of in the same vein, we sold the Twitch here for free, which, you know, obviously isn't ideal. So you don't want to be doing stuff like that. So I think that's kind of like a big theme here, is that like you're not holding units for free, and you are selling units that you don't need to sell. I mean, the biggest one is the Twitch one. I don't think you actually ever did that again this game, but that was a big one, because, you know, having Twitch 2 here would make this board much stronger. And then also things like playing Strongest Board here, like this coming out for the Graves, I think makes the board a lot stronger. You can even Cav Spat Graves. It's kind of funny, but I'd probably Cav Spat this here with this out for Graves. But yeah, like not playing the Graves I don't really get. Maybe you're just not comfortable playing around Ezreal that much. And yeah, this Augment choice. I also think our item slams, like I really would have looked at Archangels here instead of Guinsoo. You get so much attack speed already that I think the Archangels with giving extra AP to Deja is so much better. Like our items could have been Static Shiv Archangels, Giant Slayer, which I think would have been way better. Maybe not like win the game better, but like maybe third or second instead of fourth. So I think that's much better. I also think it's probably a better item slam on Ez, though Ez likes Squinsu, but Archangel's quite good. So yeah. What am I at here? 25 minutes? Yeah. I think those are my main thoughts, and like, you know, all the stuff I said before. Yeah, I think there's a lot to be improved in this game. But I mean, you know, fourth, we always like a top 4. Yeah, that's it for this VOD review. As always, if you're interested in getting a VOD review as well, just check out my Metafy. The link is in the description down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.